Hey y'all, welcome to the Blue Plate Special. We are live right here in downtown Knoxville. If you're driving around looking for a parking place to come downtown, you still got time to come and join us right here and visit Knoxville, corner of Summit Hill and Gay Street. Well, we got a great bluegrass band lined up for you today. They come down to us from Kentucky, and they got a little connection to WDVX from one of their earlier performances. We're going to chat about that a little bit later on. But right now, you all give a big welcome to Tidalwave Road.
Young man, I knew just what to do. I spent all my money on women and booze. Never would have thought things would go this way. Standing here with a ball and chain. My tortured heart, my tortured heart, my tortured heart changes. It ebbs and it flows like a river. Never knowing if I'm wrong or right. This tortured heart will be with me till I Well, whiskey was my favorite, but gin was good too. Wine when I dined and beer made me blue. Corn liquor made my head red, made me mean as hell, made me yell at my friends, made me wind up in jail. My tortured heart, my tortured heart, my tortured heart, it changes, it ebbs and it flows, rolls like a river down over summer show, never knowing if I'm wrong or right. This tortured heart will be with me till I Well, I could say I done it for the pain, that's the way it made me feel. But the truth always comes out in the end, it never fails. If I can store any treasures up in heaven, I guess I will. For this tortured heart drags me through the pits of hell. My tortured heart, my tortured heart, my tortured heart changes, it ends and it flows, rolls like a river down over summer shore, never knowing if I'm wrong or right. This tortured heart will be with me till I die. Will be with me till I die. Thank you, guys. That was a song I wrote about how I spent a big part of my 20s. This is a song written by String Bean Aikman's great nephew. This is one called 18. Falling. Watch them as they tumble down. I said, girl, I've got to leave you. Find some work down in the mighty know. In this prison cell I lie. In my dreams I see my Sally. In my home I live so far behind. Story of a boy forgotten life. Thank you, guys. This is a song that I wrote.
That's Tidalwave Road on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. This is where I usually break in and we do a little interview section. Sorry to interrupt you there. So, y'all have been on the show before. Yes. And I understand that had a influence on some other things you've been able to do since then. So tell us that story.
Yes, it really helped us out. Last time we were on WDVX, we had been Robert here does a lot of our booking, and he had been trying really hard to get on with a Sam Jam. They do a series of festivals in Lexington and in Ohio, and he'd been really just aggravating the life out of them trying to get on. And we had some old recordings of that song, but or of some stuff that we did, but we didn't have anything new. And we played WDVX, and the song that they chose to put on YouTube and everything was Time and Money, which is the one we're going to do here in a minute. And he sent that to Sammy Carr, who runs all those festivals. And Sammy told us that he was planning on, he was really getting aggravated with Robert aggravating him all the time, trying to get on. Yeah, he has an effect on people. And I guess he sent the link to that video of us playing here, and the guy said that he finally was like, he was driving down the road and he got that link in the email, and he said, I'm going to pull over, I'm going to listen to this song, and then I'm going to email this guy and tell him to please leave me alone. And he said he pulled over to the side of the interstate and saw the WDVX and said, well, maybe there's something here. And he hit that, and he really enjoyed the song. And so when he called, he put us in their it's called the Sam Jam Hop. It's kind of like a pre-thing for their Sam Jam Festival up in Piketon, Ohio. And we went up there and played that. We drove 4 hours up and 4 hours back and played that and worked both days because we worked full time. And they really liked us. They came and had a really good time. And about a week later, Robert got an email from them telling that we had won the Sam Jam Bluegrass Band Award that year, which we didn't know that we had entered. And he said, well, he entered back, so we didn't enter that. There's been a mistake. And they said, well, you have won it. We pick a band every year to help that we think we can help, and we really feel like we can help you guys out. And the prize was 3 days at Bonfire Studios. It's a Pine Castle recording studio in Piedmont, South Carolina, which is right outside of Greenville. And that was the prize, so we went and done that, and we met the sound engineer, who was also a producer, Steve Wilson of Wilson Banjo Company, and his wife Melanie Wilson, who is a publicist and booking agent, and we really made friends with them. They're really nice people, and they started kind of promoting the stuff that we got recorded that day, and they started playing it on satellite radio on Bluegrass Junction, and then Pine Castle kind of took an interest in us, and they signed us on as a recording artist for them. So they took over that album and really promoted it, and we're working on a second album for them right now.
That's awesome. And we're going to take credit for at least a little bit of that here at WDVX. That's cool, very cool.
Absolutely.
But not really, but I'm glad that you all were able to use that video and make all of that happen for sure. So I will mention, we can chat again in a few minutes, but before we do that, I want to mention that you all are coming back to play in Knoxville at Jig and Reel on February 1st. So,
yep, Boyd's Jig and Reel, we will be there. We have played there a few times and always have a really good time there. It's a really great place. It's a Scottish
Scottish pub? Yeah.
Yep, that's Scottish, not Irish. We found that out. Yep.
Just a few blocks from here.
Yep, a very few blocks from here, and it's a great place, and we would like to see a good crowd out that night, February 1st. It's a Saturday night, February 1st.
Well, great. Well, let's get some more music, and maybe we can chat a little bit more later.
All right. Thank you very much. Sounds good. I want to have a disclaimer. This is not. I have a really attractive trophy wife, and I'm a lot older than her, so I have to make a disclaimer every time that this is not about her at all. So I totally made this up. If she thinks it's about her, just LOL, JK, winky face. Okay.
If I could call back 20 years, I'd walk right past her in that bar. I never would have bought that house on the hill, that brand new shiny sports car. I spent all my time making money. She spent all my money making time. Well, one thing I know, that's for certain long. The only thing I've got now is time. If I could fly ahead 30 years, like a bird I'd fly from this cell. I'd visit her grave and all around none and say, you're dead but I'm doing well. I spent all my time making money. She spent all my money making time. Well, one thing I know, that's for certain long. The only thing I've got now is time. Well, I loved her so much, I would do anything, but I could not turn and walk away. When I called her that night down the old dirt road with a young man named Bobby McCrae, I spent all my time making money. She spent all my money making time. Well, one thing I know, that's for certain long. The only thing I've got now is time. Well, one thing I know, that's for certain long. The only thing I've got now is time. Oh, Lord.
Thank you. This next song is a little a gospel song that I wrote about my grandmother was getting really close to passing away, and she right there towards the end, she kept saying, "I'm ready to go. Open the gates and let me in." That's what we call it. Open the gates.
beauty, but that earthly beauty fades. I've been thinking about heaven. Tomorrow night I'll hear the angels sing. Now my mind is free of worry, my heart is free of hate. I can feel my soul lifting. About supper time, I'm gonna leave this place. Open the gate, open the gate, open the gates, let me in. Cabin by the river with Papa and Mama dear. They're just sitting back and laughing. When I look around, loved ones everywhere. I see a world full of flowers and Jesus is standing there. He's playing with the little children. This must be the place he went to prepare. Open the gate, open the gate, open the gates, let me in. Open the gate, open the gate. Open the gates, let me in.
Well, we're going to totally switch spectrums on this one right here. A friend of mine said that he heard this on satellite radio, and I said, "Oh, the gospel song?" He goes, No, this one's definitely not gospel that you know. This is just an old bluegrass murder ballad, and this has gotten a lot of views on, a lot of listens on Spotify, and they played this on satellite radio. This is on her EP. This is one called "I'll See You There."
Simple, work the coal yard all through the day, and then I come home to my sweet Mary, and we love the night away. Then came the day when she stopped waiting on moonshine whiskey, could ease my pain. In one cold December morning, blood on my hands, my legs and chains. My best friend, my true lover, why, oh, why would you make it time? I hope your trip to hell was painful, and I see you there at the end of mine. They whipped my back, I went cold and hungry. They treated me just like a slave. On and on and on and on, the days kept coming. Daylight and dawn, sweet Mary, you'll die right here with no regret. My best friend, my true lover, why, oh, why was you making time? I hope your trip to hell was painful, and I'll see you there at the end of mine. Swarm with misery. I caught a guard, not paying attention. Last thing he saw on earth was me. I ran and ran and ran and ran, but I got nowhere. A little church house down on my knees. Oh Lord, please forgive me for all my sins, Jesus, please. My best friend, lover, why was you making time? I hope your trip to hell was painful, and I'll see you there at the end of mine. I'll see you there at the end of mine.
That's Tidalwave Road on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. So we've had a bunch of bands through here that have folks singing these really tight harmonies, and you learn that they're brothers or sisters. But you all got some really great cousin harmonies going on up there, right? So we got some family on stage. Why don't you tell us who we got up there?
Yeah, the mandolin player and the bass player they're non-identical twins. They come out at the same time. Almost. He's older. He's like a minute and a half older than him. It's been a point of contention for a long time. But yeah, they're twins, and I'm their first cousin. And I'm actually an only child. We were raised on the same kind of family farm. And I think I was in first or second grade before I realized that we weren't brothers, because we got on the school bus at the same time, and everybody's like, "Are that your brothers?" I'm like, I guess. I mean, we were together every day. I didn't know. And then finally somebody's like, "That's not your brothers. Y'all live in different houses." I'm like, okay, yeah, all right. But yeah, if you've seen one of us, you've seen three of us for really all our lives. We've always played together. We love music. Music has been in our family for many generations, all four of us. And so we grew up pretending that we were playing. And we just continued that, and we finally learned how to play, and we just kept on doing it. We don't know how to quit.
Well, you're telling me, too, that your papa actually recorded in the 1930s, which was some pretty early recordings.
Yeah, we have some recordings of him. He was in a group called the Buffalo Ragged Five. They were an all-gospel harmony group. He played the guitar and harmonica, and the rest of the guys just stood around the microphone, and they didn't play instruments. They just sung harmony, and they only done certain songs out of a certain hymnal. And they were based in their church, but they also done a lot with the funeral homes and stuff around there. Nice. And they was a big, gospel music circuit there, and they done a lot of that. And he was actually in that group for like 40 or 50 years, but it changed names and members throughout the years. But we do have some recordings of him in the 30s.
That's
you could
cool.
See it at YouTube, but now I think they've taken it down.
I see. Well, you all got lots of great stories, but I want to hear more music. But before we do that, I have a couple folks to thank for helping make this show possible. The WDVX Blue Plate Special is presented by Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria on Jackson Avenue in Knoxville's Old City, home of the Big Plate on Fridays. Additional support comes from Visit Knoxville and the music office of the Tennessee Entertainment Commission, supporting the creative community across the state through various initiatives and programs. Find out more about opportunities and how to be part of the music directory at tnentertainment.com/music. Well, let's get some more music right now.
This is no Bill Monroe number that we're going to do for you now. It goes way back in the hills, long time. This one called Sweet Child of Mine. I was just kidding. Bill Monroe really didn't do that one. He would have though. Yeah, he would have nowadays. But this is the song that's we're gonna do. It's on our new album. This is one that we've been working on for a while. It's about this. It's so girl I used to date. She was not very attractive, and she smelled bad, but she was really good at working on cars. Okay. And at the time, my truck was in bad shape. Okay. I had to have some work done to it, and she helped me, and she worked on it. She was a good old girl. There's one called Black Smoke Annie.
Let me tell you boys about this girl I know. Smells like perfume and Motorola. Greasy nails of Copenhagen smile. Black Smoke Annie set my heart on fire. Black Smoke Annie, what's under that hood? A heart of gold, just misunderstood. In her crazy coverall, she's a sight, it's true. Black Smoke Annie, I'm in love with you. Black Smoke Annie, I'm in love with you. She knew she could change all your tires, never touch a cigarette. There's something about Annie you just have to admit. Black Smoke Annie, what's under that hood? A heart of gold, just misunderstood. In her crazy coverall, she's a sign, it's true. Black Smoke Annie, I'm in love with you. Black Smoke Annie, I'm in love with you. When she gets on the throttle, she'll bat the red line. She'll blow ahead gasket, then she'll blow your mind. She's my little devil, and I know it's a sin. Black Smoke Annie, here we go again. Black Smoke Annie, what's under that hood? A heart of gold, just misunderstood. In her greasy coverall, she's a sight, it's true. Black Smoke Annie, I'm in love with you. Black Smoke Annie, I'm in love with you. Was a flower for the taking. Beauty cut just like a knife. He was a banker from Macon. Said he'd love her all his life. Bought a mansion on the hilltop, formal garden and lots of land. Soon that mansion become a prison. That Georgia banker was a jealous man. Every time he talks about her, together. Some say that gardener left alone. Now the banker, he's an old man, and the walls are tumbling down. Sits all day, stares at the garden. Not a trace of her was ever found. Every time he talks about her, see the fire in his eyes. He'd say, I wouldn't walk through hell on Sunday. Eat my rolls in paradise. As she rose out in the garden, beauty cut just like a knife. Some say it even grows in the winter time and blooms in pale moonlight. Every time he talks about her, see the fire in his eyes. He'd say, I wouldn't walk through hell on Sunday. Eat my rolls in paradise.
Thank you.
That's Tidalwave Road, sorry, on WDVX Blue Plate Special. We're going to get one more song from them, but before we do that, I want to remind you they're going to be back in Knoxville playing at the Jig and Reel on February 1st. It's a Saturday. Also, you can keep up with them at tidalwaveroad.com. And I want to give a big thanks to everybody who's listening and watching out there, but especially to those of you who came in to join us in the studio audience. It's good to have such a nice crowd in here today. But let's get one more song from these folks.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate everybody coming out. This has been a dream come true for us. We love playing on WDVX. I was telling him earlier, I know exactly where the spot to park my truck in my dad's backyard where I can pick up WDVX where we're from. So this is another old rock song. This is one called Train Train.
Town. On train, train, on take her on
Thank you guys very much. Thank you.
That's Tidalwave Road, live right here in downtown Knoxville. Hope you'll join us for more real live music the next time on the WDVX Blue Plate Special. But right now, I'm going to send it back into the studio. Thank you all for coming out.